You know that feeling when you find a restaurant and it just clicks, like instantly feels right. Not just good food, but something more.
Oh, definitely. That place you can't stop thinking about.
Exactly. A real gem. Well, today we're doing a deep dive into one of those places seen through a really fascinating review. Our source material is from URBTnews.com. They often spotlight interesting stories, and this one looks at Dede Catfish Kitchen in Lancaster, California.
Right, but here's the twist, isn't it? The reviewer. It's none other than former presidential candidate Joseph Collins Jr.
Yeah, which is, not your everyday food critic.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And it brings this unique angle, doesn't it? He's looking beyond just, was the fish good? He's thinking about community, the feel of the place. And it's worth mentioning, URBTnews.com actually does this kind of thing. They have a program for reviewing businesses. They encourage places to reach out.
Oh, that's interesting. A direct engagement.
Yeah, they put a number out there, 323-510-5101, if other restaurants are interested in maybe getting a review.
Good to know. Shows a real commitment from URBTnews.com to, connect with local spots. So, okay, our mission today. Figure out why Dede Catfish Kitchen got this glowing review from him. What makes it this must-visit gem?
Let's unpack it.
Okay, so first impressions. Collins walks into Dede Catfish Kitchen. What hits him first? He describes this immediate, welcoming, warm, and family-focused energy. Not just a place to eat, but somewhere you feel you belong.
That's powerful. That initial vibe can make or break an experience, can it?
Totally. And a huge part of that was the server. He really focuses on her.
What did he say about her?
He stresses the genuine hospitality, like it wasn't fake or forced. Her smile, the way she explained the menu, patiently.
She didn't feel comfortable right away?
Exactly. He actually says, and this is a great quote, "It felt like dining at your cousin's house, only better."
Only better. I like that. It's familiar, but with a level of service maybe your cousin doesn't always provide.
Right. That little addition implies something professional, maybe, on top of the warmth.
I think you're right. It's that blend. Comfort plus excellence. And what's fascinating is how he connects this feeling, this personal reaction, to something bigger.
How so?
He mentions finding out it's a Black-owned restaurant. And for him, that was like, okay, I'm all in.
Okay.
He sees supporting Black businesses as, and this is his perspective, one of the most impactful ways to strengthen our communities.
That's a significant point he's making there, tying the dining experience directly to community economics.
Absolutely. It goes beyond just the meal. We're talking job creation, wealth circulating locally, building resilience, preserving culture. It's all interconnected. His review really highlights that connection.
It's food with a purpose, in a way.
And this context makes another point he brings up even more interesting. He mentions a statistic
Which one?
that nearly 60% of restaurants close within their first 3 years, which is, a tough reality.
Wow, 60%. That's high.
Very high. But Collins felt Dede Catfish Kitchen had staying power. Not just because the food was good, but because of the service and the food combined.
So that feeling, that warmth, the service, it's not just nice. It might actually be key to survival.
That's the question it raises, doesn't it? Is that level of care, that community focus, becoming a real competitive edge, especially for longevity? Maybe it's not just about the menu anymore.
That's a really interesting thought. Okay, so the atmosphere is welcoming, the service is top-notch, there's this community aspect. But what about the main event? The food?
Right. Let's get to the catfish and shrimp special.
So the server, the one with the genuine hospitality, she recommended the catfish and shrimp special.
Okay, the house favorite, sounds like.
Seems so. But here's a little drama. Collins admits he took a leap of faith.
Oh, why is that?
He says he doesn't usually go for heavily seasoned food, so this was him stepping outside his usual comfort zone.
Okay, so his positive reaction is even more significant then. It wasn't just preaching to the choir.
Exactly. It adds this personal element, like, wow, even I love this. And the delivery. Spot on.
Fast. Hot?
Yep. Came out fast, piping hot, and generously portioned. Ticks all the boxes, right? Efficiency, quality, value.
That says a lot about the kitchen, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Running a tight ship back there, getting food out quickly, perfectly cooked, good portions. That's operational skill.
For sure. And the taste.
He gets specific. The catfish.
Let me guess. Crispy.
Perfect crunch on the outside and tender flake on the inside. He calls it extraordinary.
Extraordinary. That's high praise. Not just good, but extraordinary.
And the shrimp apparently held up their end, too. Cooked just right with a buttery flavor that made me do a little happy dance.
A happy dance. You know it's good when there's dancing involved.
Right. It makes you think, What pushes something from tasty to extraordinary or happy dance level? It's got to be more than just technique, right? Maybe that element of surprise or just pure delight. I think it is. It's that unexpected moment of wow. But speaking of memorable moments, there's another part of the review that really stands out.
Oh yeah, the napkin story. This part is great.
Tell us about it.
So he's looking around, maybe needs a napkin, right? Just a normal thing.
Yep, happens all the time.
Before he can even properly signal or ask, the server, the same one, rushed over to my table with a stack, like I was a former presidential candidate.
Wow, anticipating the need before it's even voiced.
Exactly. Unprompted. Just pure attentiveness. And for Collins, that seemingly small gesture was huge. He says that sealed it for me.
That's incredible.
His takeaway. They didn't just serve food, they served care.
Served care.
Yeah.
That perfectly captures it, doesn't it? It's about more than the transaction. It's about seeing the person, the customer, and looking after them proactively.
How does that happen, though? Is it training? Or is it culture?
I suspect it's deeper than just training. It feels like a culture fostered from the top down, where staff feel empowered, maybe even encouraged, to show that initiative, that genuine concern. It builds what you might call emotional equity. That's hard to replicate.
And it seems that culture does come from the top. He got to meet the owner afterwards.
Oh, nice. What was that like?
He found out the owner is originally from Arkansas, and Collins immediately felt that connected to the food, to the authenticity in every bite.
Southern roots.
Yeah, he felt this Southern pride radiating from his story and vision. It resonated so much he actually asked for a photo with him.
That's telling. You don't usually ask for photos with restaurant owners unless something really connected.
Right. It's like wanting to acknowledge the source of this great experience. So why does that personal story, those roots, matter so much in dining?
Well, connecting back to the bigger picture, it's about authenticity, isn't it? When you know the story, the heritage behind the food, like Arkansas roots influencing Southern cooking, it adds this layer of narrative, of soul.
It's not just anonymous food anymore.
Exactly. It feels more real, more trustworthy. It turns a meal into an experience with history and personality. That owner's story combined with the server's care. That's the vibe Collins picked up on. It's the human element.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for someone listening? Why should they maybe check out Dede Catfish Kitchen, according to this review?
Well, the review hammers home this point. Plenty places claim best catfish, right? But Collins says Dede Catfish Kitchen actually delivers.
He breaks it down into three things. The taste, unmatched. The service, outstanding. The experience, unforgettable. Pretty clear summary.
Very clear. And then that final line.
Oh yeah, that's the one that sticks. This place doesn't just fill your belly, it feeds your soul.
That's profound for a restaurant review. It elevates the whole thing.
It really does.
And just to circle back on those practical details from the review's FAQ section for anyone thinking of going,
Good idea.
the Catfish and Shrimp Special, confirmed favorite. It is proudly Black-owned, tying back to that community support aspect. Location is Lancaster, California, but they serve Palmdale too. Authentic Southern comfort food.
And fast service, right?
Yep, orders typically out in minutes, hot and fresh. If you want to try it, the direct number to call is 661-206-7463.
Great. So 661-206-7463 to place an order. Okay, so pulling it all together, this review from Joseph Collins Jr. on URBTnews.com paints a picture of Dede Catfish Kitchen as this unique mix.
Exceptional food, yes, but also that deeply felt service and a real connection to community.
It shows how a meal can be so much more than just, feeding.
Absolutely. Which kind of leads to a final thought, maybe something for you, the listener, to chew on.
Go for it.
This deep dive really highlights how one review, one experience can reveal so much the heart of a business, the power of community support, that simple joy of real human connection. So the question is, what are the hidden gems in your own community? The places, maybe not restaurants, maybe something else entirely, that aren't just selling a product or service, but are giving you that unforgettable experience.